You know, Denise, sometimes the hardest part of being hurt is never hearing, I'm sorry. When someone breaks us, we crave those words. We think they'll heal us, bring closure. But what happens if that apology never comes?
Tyler, I think most of us carry that weight, silently waiting, hoping that if we just hear those words, everything will finally make sense. But waiting, it steals from us. It keeps us stuck in a loop of pain. And maybe that's because deep down, we think their apology could somehow make us whole again.
Have you ever found yourself lying awake at night, replaying conversations, imagining what you'd say differently, wishing desperately for an apology that feels just out of reach? Because I've been there. You start to wonder if the reason you haven't gotten closure is because you didn't deserve it. But the truth is, their silence says more about them than it ever did about you.
Exactly. It's about their inability to face themselves, to acknowledge the damage they've done. Apologies require bravery. They require someone to see clearly who they were at their worst. And not everyone has that courage.
I remember waiting for years for someone who hurt me deeply to finally acknowledge it. I believed that one conversation, one heartfelt I'm sorry, would erase the sleepless nights, the anxiety, the self-doubt. But Denise, it never came.
What changed for you?
Honestly, I realized I was putting my healing on hold, waiting for someone else's permission to move forward. One day I woke up and thought, why am I still waiting for someone who left long ago? It was like waking up from a bad dream, finally seeing I was free to heal without their apology.
Can you relate to that? Have you been waiting, holding yourself hostage to a ghost from your past? If so, I want you to ask yourself, why am I giving power to someone who couldn't handle it responsibly in the first place?
Listen, you don't need their apology to validate your pain. Your experience is real. Your hurt was genuine, and it matters, even if they never acknowledge it. And I know, forgiving someone who hasn't apologized sounds unfair. It feels like letting them off the hook. But forgiveness isn't about them, it's about you.
Forgiveness is about reclaiming your peace. It's about deciding you're done replaying their mistakes in your mind. It's choosing your future over their past actions. And sometimes, the only apology you ever needed was the one you owe yourself.
Exactly. Sometimes, Denise, it's as simple and as hard as saying, I'm sorry I stayed so long. I'm sorry I forgot my worth. I'm sorry I didn't see sooner that I deserve so much better.
Do you feel that? Let it settle. You're allowed to forgive yourself. You're allowed to move on, even without their apology.
So, let's do something together. If you're comfortable, close your eyes for a moment. Breathe deeply. Place your hand on your heart. Repeat after me. I release the need for their apology. I honor my truth and the depth of my pain. My healing does not depend on their acknowledgement. I reclaim my peace today.
Those words are your permission slip to heal, to move forward, and to finally let go.
Their inability to apologize doesn't define your worth. Their silence doesn't get the last word. You do.
Your healing journey is yours alone. And every step forward, every brave decision to let go, is a powerful declaration of your strength.
You may never hear I'm sorry, but you can hear your own voice now, stronger, clearer, and kinder than theirs ever was.
And next week, we're diving deeper into something we rarely talk about openly. The grief of letting go and why it still hurts, even when it was right. Because even the right choices can come with deep sadness. And that's okay. We'll see you then.